Bum ba dum ba bum. Hello, Velvet. Hello, Velvet. You were the first one here. How about that? How you doing tonight? I'm piddling around with some settings at the moment. Let me see if I can change a couple of things. That's even grainier. Tomorrow I have a new camera, I think, or the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure. Hopefully tomorrow. So things will look a lot better. I worked on the new overlay tonight. You can see on the top here. Yeah, that's what Jennifer just told us. They sit there all day. Some of them hospitals just piss me off. I don't think they can legally refuse him. Last I knew, they couldn't. Might have to get legal aid involved in it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I could have called a friend of mine who's a doctor. He was doing some work at Shands, but he's not there anymore, so ain't much he can do to help. He might have been able to give some tips on what to do to get him in there and get some kind of a. He knows some about them programs where you don't have the money that will help you. Of course, if he got his disability, that wouldn't be a problem. They could probably. Well, that problem is actually disability. You got to wait for. Well, maybe you don't. I heard. I know somebody that did get disability and got insurance when they got the disability. In fact, they got Florida Blue, I think it was. It didn't cost them a dime. Yeah, not surprised. I mean, Chris was there a couple of times when he was going in, and he was like bad. I mean, almost life and death. And he still waited 14 hours. And then they just put him in like a cot or whatever in the emergency room. They never even put him in a room for till like the next day. It was bad. In fact, they refused him treatment there once, and Amanda got a lawyer, and a lawyer went in there. And then they started doing something. Yeah. Wasn't Timmy there with him? Well, there's no reason to really panic. I mean, I've had the same problem when I went to the VA. Francis couldn't come because of the clients, and that's when I was having some heart trouble a couple of times. I had to sit there myself the whole time. I didn't have any choice. It was a bit stressful, mostly because like I wanted to go out and have a cigarette or whatever, and I was afraid they'd call my name and I'd miss my spot and have to wait all over again. Yeah, because of COVID, most likely. Yeah, my father died of cancer. My grandmother died of cancer. A couple of my aunts died of cancer. A lot of our family died of cancer. All right. Talk to you later then. See you later. Go ahead. Go take care of him. I'm back. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, ASD. Velvet was here for about 10 minutes and then she left. I guess Kimmy was upset. So, what's going on tonight, guys? Well, I know what's going on with you, Jennifer. But what about you, ASD? What are you doing? Taking a break again? Yeah, I had a sign up there said I was going to get coffee. Nobody was here, so I figured it was a good time to go get some coffee since the wife made a fresh pot. I should be getting. I got another camera coming. I hope it's a good one. That hopefully will have better video. Yeah, that's because of you. You bugged me about it long enough. I decided I better go get it. I guess I should have shaved, but nah, the hell with it. So what's happening there, ASD? Does anybody even hear me? Maybe I move this over more. Hello? Does anybody hear me? Well, it shows 4 people here. That's right. That's right. Okay, that's good. ASD must have stepped away or something. I guess I can move that back again. Yeah, Velvet had to leave because Timmy was upset, in tears. I don't know if she's coming back or not. Probably not. Who knows? Well, let's see. It's been 11, 12 minutes. Recon hasn't showed up yet either, or Doc, or Ken. That's all that was on last night was me, Doc. Me, Ken, and Recon. I think that was it. Well, you and Velvet for a very short time. Sound like somebody's here. I have no idea who. What's the problem, man, doggy? I don't think there's anybody here. I'm actually surprised. Well, maybe Recon's on his way home or something. Maybe he worked late again. We might have stopped to get some dinner for the kids or himself. Probably stopped at Taco Bell. Yeah, I figured you'd say that, Jennifer. No problem. I almost didn't even bother to come on tonight because I haven't been getting many people anyway. So thought maybe I might even just take a break. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, I got another camera coming, ASD. Hopefully it makes the video better. I did do my overlay all over again today. Put some paintbrushes in it and a painting up here on our easel and whatever. I think it looks better than the other one did anyway. But to me, the video looks a bit grainy. Of course, I'm only doing 720p, so. But it seems to me it used to be better than that. It might be the light. That's what it is. It's that light right there made it look grainy. It's still a little bit grainy, I think. All right. Love you too. Good night, Jennifer. So ASD, I got another camera coming. I couldn't really afford it, but I decided to just get one, bite the bullet and get one. I'm not happy with the quality of the video. I know a lot of it's lighting. The lighting's not that good, but still the video quality itself wasn't that good. It's an older Logitech C270, which they're not bad, for a beginner person. It's inexpensive. I think I paid like $35 for it. I mean, that's okay, but yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm beginning to think that I'm kind of streaming for nothing because I'm not getting many people showing up. I'd probably be better off just doing other videos instead of doing the live streams every night. But I like to do them. I mean, it does give me, some good view hours. Not that many though. I mean, only 4 or 5 hours a night. Sometimes I'll get as much as 7 or 8 view hours, but videos should be getting more than that every day, and they're not. I need to get some more videos up, I guess, and work on the content a lot more and editing more and trying to get it so they're more exciting or something. By the way, what brand of mic are you using when you're streaming? What do you mean night? You mean you night? Are you saying good night or what? Or are you talking about your stream? Or is that the name of your mic? A night? I was just curious what kind of a mic you're using. I'm sure it must be USB. What brand it was? Oh, okay, yeah. You can just call me Kim ASD. We're friends enough. You can just call me Kim. You don't have to type out my whole name. But anyway, I know you've been streaming for a while, so I was just curious how your camera and mic worked and what brands they were. I've looked at a lot of them. This mic here is one of them Maona. I think they call it a Maona. AU something, AU4 or something. Most people tell me that this mic sounds pretty good. Definitely sounds better than the mic that's on the webcam. No problem. I was just trying to save you some typing. Beginning to look like Recon might not show up even. Oh, he's been as much as 30 minutes late before, but And I thought I was gonna have to change up my motherboard even on my computer because my sound was on board the motherboard and it quit working. But I actually just got one of them USB adapters to plug the speakers in and works fine now. But I actually ordered a sound blaster to put in there. I'll fix that problem and get better audio. Yeah, there he is. Ah, been busy. That ain't no excuse. You're late. You have to be penalized now. You've already missed Jennifer and Velvet. They done left Recon. It was just ASD and I guess they just said, there ain't enough excitement here and booked. What'd you do? I figured you'd stop at Taco Bell or something. Did you run a dock today by any chance? By the way, you probably didn't hear because you weren't here, but I should have a new camera coming tomorrow. A new webcam. Supposed to be a lot better. The reviews were really good on it. It's an older one, but people still buy it. It's the C920 Logitech, and hopefully it'll be a lot better. The video will be more clear and whatever. Okay. Yep. Yeah, in fact, I did breakfast this morning. I do breakfast every morning usually, and then I did dinner tonight. Made a couple pots of coffee today, and doing other things, and had to run errands and all kinds of baloney. Same stuff, just different day. Yeah, he didn't come that night either. We already determined that he probably had another migraine. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Of course, maybe he's getting bored too. Who knows? Gotta figure out something to do to liven things up. Maybe I should try to find an online trivia game or something and get some trivia or something going or something. Make it more interesting. So I got some new artwork up here on my overlay, as you can see. Got an easel with a painting and um, a whole new top part there, and some paint brushes there. Made it more artistic. I think it looks better than the other one. I'm sure I'll make many others so I can exchange them. So it's not the same thing every night. It rained all here today, Recon. Thanks for sending it to us. Damn it. Let me guess, it didn't rain where you were today, right? Hmm. Must be lagging again tonight. He's probably washing baby bottles again, ASD. No problem. No problem. I don't mind at all. You never did answer my question, though. I asked you what brand of microphone you used and what video camera, webcam you used. I know you said you got a new webcam. I wondered which one you got and if it's how good it worked. I think I should have brought some cookies in here or something to munch on. Okay, Recon, no problem. No wonder you wasn't answering me. I was telling you I made a new overlay today up top here, the red, the Kimcast art live with some paintbrushes and an easel with one of my paintings on it. I think it looks better than the other one. A little more entertaining, I guess. I was telling ASD maybe we should do some pull up some trivia or something on these live streams. Yeah, thank you, Recon. I think it looks a lot better than the other one. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, yeah, AST, yeah. Yeah, I use my phone only when I use, when I do the shorts, the new short videos that are only a minute. Yeah, I've seen GoPros, I've seen those. I have a camera out in my shop that's a 4K one it's like a GoPro. It's really small, not very big. It's like very small. Now it's got a plastic case like a GoPro does. You can video underwater with it and all that stuff. It was a bit pricey. In fact, it did a lot of my videos at first. And it did a pretty good job. But since then, I bought an actual video camera so I can do close-ups and stuff like that, and that seems to work really well too, even better. It was a lot more money, but it's definitely a lot better. Because I really wanted to be able to zoom in on paintings and stuff. We didn't get much time last night, I tell you that, Recon. I don't know why. We had you, me, and I think Ken. Jenny and Velvet were on here for a short time. Frances was on with us the whole time, even though she wasn't talking. We only got 2 hours last night. I don't know why that was. We was on for right a little bit over an hour. We should have had at least 3 or 4 hours, I would have thought, or 3 or 3.5 hours. I think YouTube's been screwing me on hours. I really do. 'Cause sometimes I get, like, half of what I shoulda got. Grandbaby's doing okay right now, as far as I know. No one said anything different, Recon. Um, far as I know, he's doing okay. They don't get into too much of the detail with me. They, communicate with my wife the most, and then she breaks it down for whatever she thinks I need to know. Hmm. Yeah, I said the baby's doing okay, as far as I know. Like I said, they all report to my wife, and then she tells me, and then, she just tells me what she thinks I need to know. The video actually looks better on my camera, I think, than it does here, which is surprising. Or on my phone, rather. Been kind of running a little bit of a test with my mic here. I wanna take this, pop filter off and see if it sounds any better. So I'm listening 1, 2, 3. And then this is without the pop filter, 1, 2, 3. I can't tell any difference myself. Yeah, no news is good news. But it's been one thing right after another lately. I don't even like talking about it that much because it's just I feel like I'm venting out my problems and everybody's problems to everybody here, and I don't like to do that. That's just not that probably runs people off more than anything. That's probably why many don't come back and 58C Brock and a bunch of other people and, that's not the purpose of this channel. Yeah, a lot of people aren't technically, um, involved in all that stuff. I'm way behind recon. I was a computer technician for many, many, many years, and actually, I think I even told you I used to own a computer store, and I even had contracts with the state and the counties and cities and everything else, and that was a long time ago. That was like 25 years ago before we took over here, and, but I am that far behind now. After we started doing this here, I just stopped. Now, I was doing some programming for a while, and I did write some software for the group homes with like 25 different modules in it, and used that for many years. And other group homes got it too and used it. And but then they changed the whole system around, and I said, "Hell with that! I'm not rewriting all that. Forget about it." It took me months just to do that, the first one. Yeah, I was telling ASD I thought I was going to replace the motherboard in my computer because my sound quit. This was over a week ago, and actually more like 3 weeks ago. The sound quit in my computer, which is onboard sound, and so I actually just bought some USB speakers with a USB plug-in, and so I still had sound after that. And then I noticed it just didn't sound good. It was on some cheap speakers. Didn't like it at all. So I finally ended up ordering a sound blaster, which should be in tomorrow, the next day. And I got an adapter that went from my good speakers. I actually have some Bose. The adapter goes to a USB, and that's a lot better. Well, it's not all about friends too, though, Recon. I mean, if this place was getting a lot of people in here, you, I mean, yeah, some of us would be friends because we've been hanging around together for quite a while. We was at Brad's together, and we have a history. But new people coming in may not look at it that way. And even some of the people from Brad's, they may not be interested in hearing about personal things. And I'm not really all that great about talking about it usually either. I try not to, but people keep asking me, then I have to kind of say something. So I don't lie good, so I don't lie to anybody. I can't remember how I'm the worst liar in the world. I can't remember the lies. Yeah, maybe she's taking a break or something, or maybe she went on a vacation. Who knows? There's no telling. The one that really bothers me the most is 58C Brock because she's the only one besides you that joined Patreon. And she's the only one that actually took up painting and was following one of my tutorials. And the last I knew, she was gonna paint it and get a picture of it for me so I could see it and everything, and she was excited to do that. And then all of a sudden, disappeared, gone. Maybe she went to another painting channel or something. I don't know. That could very well be. There's some other ones out there that are really good. That's very possible, but I would have thought she would have canceled her Patreon. Of course, it's not a lot. It's only $1 a month, but still, I would have thought that she would have. Of course, we don't know. I mean, it could be something personal. It could be something going on in her life that keeps her from getting on. Who knows? Her computer could have went to hell unless she was using her phone, which she could do that too, but who knows? No, I don't mind you asking. I just I don't like to bore anybody with all the details either, because some people really don't want to hear about it. They really don't. They have enough problems of their own. And I agree. Everybody got problems. Everyone. Um, we all know that. We're all old enough to know that. Everybody has problems somewhere in some time, and sometimes more than others, and sometimes you get lucky and you go for a little period of time without any problems. But that's life. Well, I can't believe I really was taking bets on Recon stopping at Taco Bell tonight on the way home. That's why it was late. I would have lost that bet. I would have lost that bet. See, I like Taco Bell, but my wife don't. Once in a great while when we were out before, we used to go out a year or two ago. I mean, we'd go to a lot of different places to eat once in a while, but rarely did we go to Taco Bell because she didn't really care for Taco Bell very much. But once in a great while, she'd give in and go to Taco Bell. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, Recon. I understand that. You know, just makes me wonder why. Mostly because I want to make sure it's not because of something that I'm doing wrong here. You know, and that's you gotta worry when you got a channel of your own. You gotta think about that stuff. Doc did say he was shutting his channel down, so he might be depressed about that. I don't know. He sent me a message and said that he was shutting it down. I wasn't aware that he actually had a channel that was really doing very much. So I never bothered to try to look. Hopefully he didn't accidentally delete his account. That's a possibility too. Well, we had pizza a few nights ago, which I'm not like I said, you've heard me say before, I'm not overly crazy about pizza anymore, but the clients here, they love it. They love pizza, so of course we get it for them. I've never seen people that love pizza so much as the clients that we have. I swear they would eat it every day of the week if we would let them. They really would, and love it, and love it. They'd eat it for breakfast. It's amazing. Of course, I mean, there's no real rules on breakfast. People made the rules on breakfast, bacon, eggs, and all that stuff, and sausage and home fries. And many, many years ago, even back in the old West, breakfast is the same thing as dinner: beans and whatever, beans and beef or whatever, beans and bacon, whether it's breakfast or lunch. We kind of, I guess we call it civilized breakfast now, but that's when I was in the service. I remember having pizza for breakfast or really weird stuff. Welcome back there, ASD. Me too. And in fact, that's my breakfast is my favorite. I love bacon, eggs, home fries, stuff like that. And I have no problem whatsoever making breakfast for dinner. In fact, at night, and maybe even tonight, I might even fry me some eggs up or something, or a cheese omelet or something or whatever, because I like breakfast. I like eggs. Of course, in the old South here, we all like biscuits and gravy, biscuits and sausage gravy. Love it. And there's a lot of times I'll actually make it for even for the clients here because they love it too, and make biscuits and gravy for supper, and we'll have it for breakfast a day or two later. So I usually make extra. Yep, and steak. Steak's not just for dinner. Steak and eggs is great. Excuse me. Well, you'll have to try it sometime. Biscuits and gravy is really like a white pepper gravy with sausage in it. Really, you thicken it up. It's not real super runny. It's thicker gravy, and just get you some biscuits and warm them up a little bit, and put the biscuits and gravy, the gravy over the top of them with the sausage in it. Lots of sausage. It's good. Oh, it's really good. And the nice part about it is if you make a lot of biscuits and sausage gravy, you can have it day after day for several days. And it's quick. Just throw it in the microwave. In fact, the next day it's even better. It's definitely a southern food, but I know up north they actually have it sometimes too. Yeah, steak and egg sub, mozzarella cheese. That sounds good. Yeah, that's too bad, Recon. I don't go to any live chats really at all anymore. I did go to a few of the art ones, like I said, but I wasn't there for a real long period of time. The only one I actually went to steadily at all was Brad's, and because I knew Brad, so that was fine. Beef pasta, huh? I get kind of sick of pasta. We have it a lot here. I don't know. Dadgum Recon, he keeps me. I've been craving Taco Bell a lot lately. Thank you, Recon, because the closest one is 20 miles away. And the last time I went, I didn't get enough. I only got 2 of them. I should have got about 4 or 5 of them. I left still hungry. I hate going to a restaurant and then leaving, and when you leave, you're still hungry. That ain't right. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep, biscuits and gravy, excellent food. In fact, a lot of times when I make biscuits and gravy, I'll actually fry up a couple of eggs to go with it. When I go out to eat, I usually will get like a half an order of biscuits and gravy, bacon, eggs, home fries, the works. Stuff myself silly. My wife likes it too. She likes biscuits and gravy too. Although she's a big pancake fan. She likes pancakes quite a bit. I don't really care for pancakes much. I'd rather have French toast. Not me. When I was younger, maybe. I mean, I used to eat quite a bit of pizza when I was younger, but not anymore. I had some friends up north. They were actually Greek, and they make some of the best pizza there is. And I'd eat more pizza because of them because they own their own place. And a lot of their places they'd even sell it by the slice. So you just go in and buy a slice or two and go on your way. I actually like Pizza Hut pizza. That's one of my favorite pizzas because of the I like the cheese crust. And at one time, I haven't been to Pizza Hut in many, many years, but at one time you could go there for lunch and they had this like a buffet thing. They just brought a bunch of pizza out and you just grab whatever slices you wanted and a salad and whatever and go sit down and eat. And that was always nice. I always liked that. I've always been kind of a meat and potato man myself. I've always liked meat and potato, vegetable. Oh, I don't usually worry about stuff like that. I mean, but I deal with it as it comes along. That's all I do. Yeah, DiGiorno's is a good pizza. That for a frozen pizza, that's pretty good. I think you're the only one I ever gave my phone number besides Brad Recon. And that was mainly because I know you were here most of the time, so you could always text me. Yeah, I've lost people to suicide myself. My real father, my stepfather raised me when I was since I was, like, pretty young. Um, he died, but my real father actually died from suicide. He was an alcoholic. I think he was in his 50s when he killed himself. Um, it was pretty sad, and the sad part was I was one of the only kids that actually had contact with him at all later on. I didn't see him until I was, like, 19 or 20, and, he was super depressed, I think, and, for a while, he was pretty good, but then I noticed, he did drink a lot, and he drank the worst crap you could ever buy, the cheapest stuff you could buy, because you didn't have a lot of money usually. Black Label, I don't know if you ever heard of it, Black Label beer, and he'd drink that shit hot or cold. That's the true sign of an alcoholic. Yeah, that's true enough, but rest assured that there's people around that I can talk to myself too. In fact, one of my closest friends is my best friend of 45, 46 years. He actually comes to Florida now. He's a snowbird now. He's here now too, and I can call him whenever I have in the past. We've talked. He went through some rough times too, and I was there for him too when his well, common law wife when she passed away. He was really pretty tore up about it. We talked quite a bit. Yeah, that Black Label has got to be the worst beer ever made, ever. I can't think of one that was worse. Maybe, Billy Carter's beer, maybe, I don't know. What part of Mass are they in, ASD? Well, I appreciate it, Recon. It's good to know that. I'm one of the ones that kind of keep most things to myself usually. Yeah, I got relatives, near Boston too, lots of them. 'Em. They're in a town called Quincy. I think I got someone in, place called Mechanicsville too, and maybe even Andover. I used to go to Andover once in a while too when I was up there. Yeah, Quincy's, yeah, it's right there, part of Boston, I think. Suburbs or something. Not a city really, it's more country, that area. It's more spread out. I was related to the Cassinis. Whole bunch of them there. Yeah, and I knew someone down in Springfield also. Yep, I've heard of Haverhill, but there's actually a Haverhill in New Hampshire too. Yeah, I understand that, Recon, that's for sure. Yeah, PTSD can be a very scary thing. I know my brother-in-law had it pretty bad. Okay, yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. But my grandparents actually lived, it's around Boston somewhere originally before they moved to New Hampshire when they got married. He said a friend of his had it, ASD, not him. Yeah, what part of New Hampshire? I was born and raised in Keene. Got relatives in Keene, New Hampshire still, in Gilsum, New Hampshire, Troy, New Hampshire, Manchester, New Hampshire, Littleton, New Hampshire, Franconia, all over New Hampshire, everywhere. New York, got relatives there too. Ah, Salem. I've been there before. Yeah. There's not many towns in New Hampshire I haven't been in. But last I knew, I had a half sister in Claremont, New Hampshire, too. Well, guys, it's been over an hour. I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down for the night. I know my wife is going to be going to bed early tonight. She's been pretty tired. So, um, had some real busy days lately with all this stuff going on. So I think we're going to shut it down. ASD, Recon, I appreciate y'all coming in and chatting. And it's always good to have you both here. So hopefully we get more people coming in here pretty soon. It'd be really nice. It would definitely lift my spirits up some to see a lot more people here. That's for sure. But anyway, have a good night, guys. And again, thanks a lot for coming. Stay healthy, and we'll probably see you tomorrow night. Good night, fellas.